When it comes to polls in the election, though, how are the numbers put together, and can you really trust what they say? Andrea Macpherson has more.
Well, that was easy.
May 14th, 2013. Christy Clark did what many pollsters predicted she couldn't do. She won the provincial election and won a majority government.
Together, we have succeeded in keeping BC on the right track. British Columbia has never been stronger, and our future has never been brighter.
One major newspaper even put out this bold headline predicting Adrian Dix and the NDP would win. But that wasn't the case. Fast forward to the U.S. election this past November. The odds appeared to be in Hillary Clinton's favor, but the outcome was not what many pollsters expected.
Everybody should head home. You should get some sleep. We'll have more to say tomorrow.
These are just two recent examples of where the polls went wrong, and with the clock ticking closer towards Election Day, polls still have a lot to prove this time around.
We are going to be under more scrutiny than ever before because of what happened in 2013 to every polling firm that decided to publicly have forecasts, but it's a challenge that we relish.
I just don't trust them.
From what I see in other elections, I think it's all smoke and mirrors.
I don't know, there just seems to be a lot of stuff in the news right now that just gets you kind of scratching your head, and you kind of don't know what's true and what's not.
Oh yeah, there's no way to know until everyone casts a vote. You could also be polling people that aren't voting, right?
And though the big misses are what most people remember, there is a science when it comes to polling.
Sometimes they call the wrong winner, and that's what sticks with people. But it doesn't mean they didn't get the fundamental numbers right. They actually tend to do so. They even did so in the context of the American election. And you know, whether people like it or not, they do pay attention to the polls, and it does affect their thinking.
The standard for the industry is usually 800 respondents in BC. There are companies that do more, there are companies that do less. We're confident with this number. It gives you a margin of error of 3.5 points, which is also important to factor into this. You know, you could have a situation where there's two parties, one at 42%, one at 40%. They could actually be tied. One of them could be actually a little bit higher. And we're expecting a very close race in this election.